Welcome back, people. We are back in business. Things are just getting a little bit more normal, just enough for us to get back to work. A lot of things going on at the same time, kind of hectic, but I finally got my what's the word for sidekick? Ultimate sidekick. You ready now?
Yeah.
Okay. Ultimate sidekick, the one and only. Sabat's back, and he brought two friends.
Don't forget about Moped! Don't forget about Moped! Don't forget about Moped! Don't forget about Moped!
Siblings. So we got two dogs. Zip is the boy, and then Sheila. Oh, Sheila. Beautiful eyes.
Yeah, she could have been a model.
She's a model to me. Twins, pretty much. I guess that's twins. Are all dog brothers and sisters
No,
twins?
they're from the same litter.
Yes, that's twins, right?
They're not twins. No.
Isn't twins when you come out at the same time?
Twins is when an embryo splits inside the womb. And then there's also Siamese twins, which is the different
So not
case.
twins.
It's a
Dog
litter.
brother and sisters aren't all twins,
Even though they're
but
mammals,
they do come out at the same time.
I'm not full on the details either.
No, me neither. I don't know, that sort of just came to me. All dog brothers and sisters are twins, but they're not. That's not how dogs work. So if you're just joining us or you've never seen our channel before, the point of this video is to build all the pieces for the MOTO. They're gonna be made, they're gonna be painted, ready for assembly. And we're doing that all in this video. Let's go inside and see what we did today. At the plasma cutter, and I am making brackets. This is the foot peg brackets. Originally, we were using a Tomos part. That was in limited supply. We have to make our own version of it now because they're just not available. Here's the piece that I'm cutting today. Very similar to the original Tomos one, but slightly angled differently. I think we have it rotating this much farther down, just a little bit further away from the engine so there's better clearance. And I think the pieces just look better. This little scoop out kind of matches the frame a lot better. Okay, let me show you on the bike. That is the bracket, two of them bolted, and then of course there'll be a steel tube here, comes out, there's a threaded section for the foot peg, and the foot peg will sit about there. This will fit on any Tomos frame. We're gonna make a couple extra. They'll be for sale on the site. If you want to replace your Tomos foot peg support system, this one will be an excellent replacement. They're getting powder coated, so they're gonna be super strong. Actually, there's another part that we're making right now that also could double like that. This is the chain guard that we're gonna use, the prototype one, so it's got a little mistake there, but the Tomos one has like a little curve, on the end, and ours is gonna be a straight shot. And it's metal, it's just better, I don't know, quality. Let's finish these brackets, and a couple extra to throw up on the website for sale. I'm at Edmunds powder coating service here in Florida. Today I am picking up samples for our MOTO project. Just the sample today. Let's go see how it came out. Now we're talking. Look at that. Wow. Super durable paint job. Yeah, look at that. And the swing arm. This looks great. We're making plans. I'm gonna be here next time they do the rest of the frames. We'll see the process. They do some sandblasting, they do some acid washing, and then of course the powder coating. I'm gonna kind of miss doing the painting myself, but the process did take a long time, and it's best to have the pros do it. And of course, this is powder coat. This is like super durable. This is like a coating. This is a hard baked on coating. It's way stronger than any single stage paint or any paint in general, so. We are doing the frame preparation today, preparing these. They all gotta be done before powder coater. What do we do to the frames? Well, they're moped frames, so they're mostly there, except for 4 holes that need to be drilled for wires to go through the frame. And you have to weld the battery plate on the frame, because that's where the battery sits. These frames are already done. Battery trays welded to the frame, at least on these two. Yeah. Wood clamp in the metal shop, not a bad idea. Edmonds. Powder coating metalworks. They've invited me to see the process. Delicate art. You have to clean the metal, etch the metal, bake it, spray it, bake it. I don't know. We're gonna find out today. Let's go see. Hey, why? Good. Where do we start?
Well, the first process was like outgassing.
Baking.
With that baking, yeah, bake all the grease and stuff like that. Then the next step is the sandblasting. And it's our sand booth right here.
Okay, we got a big sandblaster. So the whole frame gets in there, and this gives you a nice etch.
Yeah.
You want a nice texture for the...
You actually, like, you see the raw metal. This is being sandblasted.
Yeah, you can see it, the texture's consistent.
Yes, and how they look before.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's before and after. Right. So we got some of our frames already blasted. Look at that. Wow, it has a nice sheen to it. And there, you got a couple little masking bolts on there. The sandblaster is giving us this really, like, porous texture. It's etched. It has more than a hue. It's almost a slightly rough texture. I'd say it's like shark skin. I can't say it's like shark skin. I don't know what shark skin actually feels like. It's a very rough texture, and that helps the powder penetrate. It's more than on the surface. It's like on the surface and then a little bit grabbing inside. This is the spray booth. It's massive.
Wait to see that.
Wait till you see the oven. Wow, look at that. And it's warm in there.
450.
450 degrees?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that is a big door. You'll notice he is spraying it now. They're using static electricity to help bond that powder onto the frame. A ground clamp on the rack, and they're pumping some amount of electricity through there to just stick that powder just long enough to roll this into the oven. Big doors. This stuff's just clinging, static electricity alone, so it's gotta go right into the oven. It's baking at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for like 20 minutes, and it's done. Man, this powder coat just looks great. It's super glossy, it's super strong. That's what you want for a moped. You want your moped to look good, but you also don't want it to like fall apart, because mopeds get banged up. These are outdoor vehicles. They're gonna get knocked up and scratched up a little bit, but if it's resilient paint, it's not as bad. Fork gears? Look at all the frames we got hanging up on this rack. Paint's done. Started some assembly, popped in a couple of grommets, headsets in, got the swing arm on with the proper axle and bushings, a shock just to keep it in place. We still gotta put on a bunch of stuff, but that is the gist. Right now, Sabat is tightening the headset. What would you call this? This would be like a corkscrew style.
It's the right tool for the job.
Not a corkscrew. And proudly, this tool is one of those tools I got from Randy's motorcycle shop. A moped tool that's probably 50 years old, still doing what it was designed to do. We are also going to put in the bushing for the swing arm. A little cleanup of the old paint. Hey puppies. Little nap time at the shop. Oh, hi Zip. You waking up? It's alright, don't lick, don't. Seat covers. Ooh. They're here, and now I could confirm that this matches our new seat pan, which I have printed out. It's always seat week here. Always. This should all line up. This is is our upholstered seat, which came out really, really nice. And that's being attached to the seat pan. But this gets bolted on. Of course, still missing part of it. But I just want to make sure the plastic part of the seat and the metal part of the seat marry together. This one is good. I gotta get this motorcycle out of here. Shop's a mess, but what did I do? I found a great opportunity to replace something that I've been meaning to replace, and it is a motorcycle table, a motorcycle lift. It's not in great shape. It's not in great shape, but it works. I'm standing on it right now. Hit it, Sabat. It worked a second ago. What happened? Is the hose kinked? Yep, that was it. It's coming, guys. Should I get off this right now? It's still not going because I'm still on it. What pressure are you at? I don't get projected straight up into the air. Oh, no. Take the pressure down first. Don't take the pressure down. No. You just... Oh! Sabat! Whew. Completely operational. And I'm regretting giving up my old one, but we got a new one, and we got it for cheap. We wanted like $300 for this. We were like, no way. It wouldn't even work. Like, we had air power there, and it just wouldn't go up, and then like it was off the track, and it's kind of rusty. I mean, let's be honest.
Kind of rusty.
This thing's very rusty. You know, the pictures never, you know, are accurate. The best part is this wheel chuck, industrial lathe quality, way over-engineered, and that's why I love this. I mean, love that. Super wide for whatever, and then ultra thin for moped style. I'm a sucker for American-made, high-quality, old-school stuff. I could have bought 20 times. I could have bought a Harbor Freight version of this. I like Harbor Freight a lot. I buy a lot of Harbor Freight things. When it comes to like something like this, I don't want this thing to fall down. You want to be working on this thing and like the motorcycle falls. I'm gonna fix this up. It's completely serviceable, and it's gonna be our service table or assembly table. Can we do it again? Actually, I got a box. I don't even know what's inside yet. I don't know what this is. Let's look together. Aha! So these are our controls, our buttons. Our original bikes had sort of like generic controls and buttons. These are custom made. Yeah. So that's gonna be off, on, high beam, and then this is a horn. You've seen this sort of thing, this style switch. You know, reinventing the wheel completely is very, very expensive. But taking something that exists and then modifying it so that it fits what you want to do, we were able to customize this 2-button system. And then of course, the size wire that we wanted. I don't have to be like cutting these wires, so we just add the terminals on them and we're done. Other side is this 3-way switch for your speed selection. This will go right next to the throttle and the key to turn the bike on. The MOTO will have 3 speed selections. In eco mode, around 30 miles an hour, maybe a little less than 30. The medium speed mode, which would get you in the mid 30s. And then the fast speed, we'll do 40, maybe a little more than 40. We'll see how this new batch goes. It is raining today. Woo. Florida weather. I'm working on battery boxes today. This is the lid of the battery box. I don't want to cut all the pieces until we actually assemble one, make sure everything lines up correctly. We're gonna do that now. And then if it's good, then I'll print the rest. The battery is now different than before. Now it's a 3-piece, so that's the top, the bottom, and then this is the side, is a long piece. There's little marks there to indicate where to bend, but this will bend into a square.
Rectangle.
It's a rectangle, not a square.
And then this is the bottom.
And that's the bottom. And this has
sounds like baby crocodiles.
baby crocodile.
Yep.
How do you even know what that's from?
I watched the video recently. Sounds like baby crocodile. Sounds like baby crocodile. Sounds like baby crocodile. Sounds like baby crocodile.
So much easier to assemble. I don't know what we were thinking when we did the first battery box, because when we were designing the parts, we were like, oh, look how foggy it got. Whoa. Whoa. Whew. Oh, that Florida humidity. Oh, man. Whoo-wee. Just makes you want to just not do nothing, huh? I'm gonna take a seat. Oh, oh, wow. You could smell it, guys. There we go. We're back. Feels better. Okay. Where was I? The battery box design. It's better now. That's the end of the story. The battery used to be like a big plus sign, like the sides got bent up and then the front and back got bent up and it became a box. And we just thought like one piece was the way to make everything. It's not better. It's harder. Doing the side as a big rectangle and then fastening a bottom to it, way easier. Way easier. So that's how we're doing it now. I stumbled across something that was just like exactly what we need, and it's crazy that I found it at all. And it's this hand miller. Has the function of a milling machine, sort of like a single function of a milling machine. So the premise on this is that there is a really great guided Z travel, up and down travel. It's got a nice dovetail here. This is coming down super straight. There's no wiggling, and it's done by hand. You're literally like hand pulling it down. So it's called the hand miller, but it's perfect for what we want to do. Right now, what we really want to do is cut a bunch of these stainless steel pieces of rod the same length over and over and over again for this. This is the seat bracket, and there's a hinge involved. Come on, focus. This is the seat bracket. The seat's gonna pop on here, and yes, the hinge. The hinge rides on that. So we need to cut that piece, bend that piece, and weld it onto our seat bracket. This tool is an engraver. It involves a bit of tracing. You basically go, oh look, I wanna type in this C, and the motorized bit, which is not really set up right now, will engrave exactly what you're tracing. Why do we need this? Well, we need to make our VIN numbers for our bikes. We are manufacturing now, so we need to assign numbers to them. Cool history on this guy. This was used formerly as a dashboard maker for airplanes. Yeah, they made like the custom dashboards with like the microphone and the tachometer and the little highlight buttons. Came with a bunch of the templates for airplane stuff, which we don't need, but the letters. Our Patreon page is active and we've got a handful of members. Thanks for joining, guys. Exciting news for you, for our Patreon members. A new video will be uploaded soon, specific for Patreon members. This is gonna be the mini episode at the Tampa Rally. Because the Tampa Rally footage got postponed so much, I figured why not we do a special, and we'll try to update that Patreon page at least once a month with some exclusive stuff. So if you want to see more stuff, behind the scenes stuff, Patreon link will be down under. The base membership is only $5 a month. You're supporting our company, you're getting a taste of exclusivity stuff, and you have my ear. It's a Moped help. You can message me there. I even have like a fancy Patreon for, you know, video chatting. If you're interested, check it out. We got some fun videos coming up. You won't see this now, but today me and Sabah are going treasure hunting. That episode will probably be up next, but we're basically gonna go treasure hunting for moped parts and maybe whole mopeds in an old field that used to junk them. We're bringing metal detectors, and that's exciting. Crazy excited for this. This is Pete from Second Stroke Mopeds. Don't forget about mopeds. We'll see you next week. Let's say the first 4, the chosen 4, that are gonna actually be rolling.